since I sat down just a little while ago. I'd like to thank Biogen, Idec, Bobby, Chad, Brian, and of course you all for coming out today. I know it was a challenge, traffic, and fighting the cold, so I really do appreciate it. Before I begin, however, I would like to get a little more information as to why you are here. You're going to hear my story from the doctor, but if I could just get maybe just say what brought you out, what prompted you. You guys are food, I mean, that's a given. Anyone? Yes.
My name is Ron Woods Coney. I have relapsed MS. I've been diagnosed since 2004. I have had was on Biogen for the longest time. Biogen. I have had steroids, and now the doctor has me on a high dosage of vitamin D. I'm not taking anything.
Yeah. I'm distracted. So basically, say anything again? Taronica? Yeah. Taronica is saying that her doctor has her on a series of different medications that is trying to help her keep her MS stable. So would it be correct in assuming that you're also here to learn additional? Okay. Great. Gotcha. Maybe one more person? A reason why you're here? Okay, that's good. Yes. I love participation.
Hi, my name is Heather, and I'm here to give information about
Okay, so Husna says that she is also here to learn additional information and then to meet others who have MS. And I think that that is valuable. That is very, very important for you to link with someone. So my story actually began prior to 2000, right after I graduated from high school. And I'm sorry, no, I graduated from high school. What's the matter? So I graduated from college in 1993, and I was very fortunate to be one of the first persons in my career to get a job in radio. As you can tell, I'm very comfortable with the microphone. And so I'm at the radio station, and my job was to go find a client, figure out what their needs are, go back to the radio station, write a commercial, have it produced, make sure they have money to pay for the commercial, and then also make sure that the commercial ran smoothly. Kind of busy, okay? And I did this for about 7 or 8 years. So I'm going to give you my name and the first initial in my name. What's that called? Anagram? You guys know, like what NASA stands for. Okay, got it. So the first stage of my life represents the T in my life. Okay, I felt triumphant. I felt terrific. I was walking around with my heels and with my heart, and I felt like I was on top of the world. And then there was another T that I did not expect, and that was a turbulent T. And how many of you have ever been in an airplane? Okay. Even if not an airplane, how many of you have accidentally stepped on a nail or bumped your finger with a hammer? Ooh. You know that? Okay, I got a ooh. You know that initial, whatever that takes your breath away, that T that took my breath away, that turbulence, that was what happened when I realized that I could not feel my fingers in my left hand. I didn't know. I'm thinking that I was typing too much. I'm thinking that, I'm spending too much time with my children. I didn't know what it was, carpal tunnel, whatever. And just like probably some of you here, I ignored it. I didn't go to the doctor for weeks, if not months, with my arm just burning and no sensation. Until someone said, you know, you probably should go and get that checked out. So, on a routine exam with my primary care doctor, he said, you know, you're 30, I think, and your symptoms, your numbness and tingling, why don't we schedule an MRI? I put that on for a couple of days, you know, because I had tell-alls, and they were expecting a Fruit Loop commercial, and I had to find a toucan, and I mean, it was crazy. So, by the time I got around to actually getting finding out why my arm was tingling, I got the MRI. The doctor said, "Oh, you have MS," and he took my MRI film, and he was pointing, see here and here and here and here. That's all the plaque that's in your brain, and so yeah, you have MS. Just like this. Right, so you know you got fired. So, this stage right here represents the Y in my name. Yuck. I felt horrible. I'm thinking, okay, now what do I do? I have MS, I have 2 children, I have a husband, I had just gotten laid off from my job, right? And so now I also have to find the determination to fix this yuck and see if I can get back to the other T. So I went through the phone book, found this awesome doctor, and he said, you know, I'm a brain surgeon, and you have MS, and we can't cut MS out. Literally, true story, Dr. Sullivan. And he said, I'm going to take you to my doctor, who a great neurologist in the same office, and if my wife had MS, he's the person that I would recommend. And that doctor's name is Dr. Larry Blum. He's in Annapolis, Maryland. Dr. Sullivan walked me down the hall, and he said, Dr. Blum, do you have a moment? I have this wonderful woman, blah, blah, blah. And we sat, and he said to me, I am so sorry, but this is the best time of your life to have MS. I thought, this doctor is out of his mind. Maybe it's a good time to have MS. But then he explained to me that there are so many more treatment options available. And this was 2003. Okay, so now I'm at the R part of my life. And I'm like, okay, what are we going to do with this? And I'm starting to get that rebound. Like I had my finger mashed. I felt that turbulence. I, had a splinter in my toe. I had all of those feelings. And so now I'm at the R. And now it's time to figure out how am I going to deal with this MSI tunnel. So Dr. Blum put me on beta steroid. I was on beta steroid for 10 days. And I said, oh, this is I can't do this. They had the flu-like symptoms, and I was miserable. He said, okay, well let's dial that back. Let's figure out something else. Then he put me on Copaxone. I said, okay, I can do this. Copaxone was good. I was on Copaxone for 3 years. No problems. Everything was lovely until I started doing my I'm thinking, my brother used to play jokes on me when I was growing up. He would come up and he would punch the back of my leg and he would make me fall. And so I'm looking around for my younger brother. And I said, okay, well, Dr. Blum, it's time to go back to the drawing board. What do we have now? It's July of 2006. He sat me down and he said, Simpkins, you're in the best time of your life to have. What is wrong with you? But at that time, it had just released Idec to the marketplace. I said, okay, Dr. Blum, we did beta steroids. I felt like I was about to be on channel 4, 7, 9, and 11 for Hurricane 1. We did Copaxone, and I was stumbling and walking and tripping over lint. What are the benefits of being on Tyra? okay, well, Miss Simpkins, you will have to come into my doctor's office and we're going to sit down and you're going to have an infusion and sit still for 2 hours. That was already a big, I don't know if I could sit still for 2 hours, obstacle for me, but I figured we'll go ahead and give it a try. I love it. Tyra for me has worked so well. Tyra for me has allowed me to really be in that rebound phase of my life.
This is going to be for
I am no longer working to kind of work out at work.
Thanks.
But I should say I no longer work outside of the home. And that is okay, how many, yeah, okay, I see head nodding. Because I think I work more inside of the home than I did with my 25 clients trying to get the radio spots produced and payments in and everything. I have 2 wonderful daughters. One is on her way to college. The other one just got accepted into the National Junior Honor Society. Oh, thank you. My genes. And I have my husband who is the love of my life, very supportive. And I run a nonprofit organization by the name of Michiana. Michiana stands for Multiple Sclerosis. You are not alone. So here I am, 2006, 2007, 2008, 9, 10, 11, 12. Everything's going wonderful. So Brian says, hey, Tyra, yeah, we're doing a study, and I need to test you for JCV. Is this the best time of my life? I was like, wait. If Brian told me that, not Dr. Plum, I was like, okay, well, I have to figure this thing out. So, what was JCV? And I'm going to have our wonderful doctor from Georgetown who actually went to school and studied this review behind the scenes. But for me, what I needed to know was how it's going to affect my walking, my speech, my cognition, my running around my children. If it's going to affect it, then we need to stop. If it's not going to affect it, then I'm good to go. And that's exactly where I am now. I am, let me see, I'm at the A of my life. A, achiever, accomplished, alive. I'm living well with MS. And many of you, I'm sure, will have questions. Trust me, you see the person before you now who is on morphine, cocaine, and scalactin for my muscular type. So don't be fooled. I'm not like this all the time. My husband tells you there are days when I am in the bed for 2-3 days at a time. But the days when I feel great, these are the times that I want to take a moment out just to share my story with you. Issues. Yes, there are some issues with me. However, my chief complaint, my achievements and my goals, just like they are unique to me, you're gonna have very different issues and accomplishments. If that makes sense. Because just like MS is different from probably everyone in this room, your results are going to be different as well.